Greetings, brothers and sisters. Welcome to another awareness session of Reconstructing Minds. My name is Shantario, aka Brother Midnight. Today, I got another very important subject. We're going to be dealing with wisdom has its foundation in truth. Wisdom has its foundation in truth. I'm going to be coming from another teaching from the blueprint on page 89 and 90. We're going to break some things down. We're going to have um, some very interesting dialogue with this here so we can better understand that the principle of wisdom is rooted and grounded in truth. Jesus said, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Now, on page 89, it says, beginning in the bottom paragraph, wisdom is not man made. It is of a divine nature, in other words, spiritual, that has its foundation in truth. So, no matter what people say or what they try to do, always remember the principle of wisdom is grounded in truth, not in falsehood. See, wisdom helps us to recognize the real, to separate the real from the fake, truth from falsehood, to recognize imposters, false prophets, false teachers. It says, unless we are truthful about our willingness to go in this new direction, which is the new concept of organization, how can we expect to gain the support necessary for our success? If we do not learn the ways wisdom, how can we make wise decisions about our business as well as our lives? If we do not live wisely, how can we teach others how to live at all? We must be wise and know wisdom before we can direct ourselves and rightly guide others who are seeking wisdom's way. By wisdom having its foundation in truth, wisdom is the guideline. Wisdom is the guidance. In order to find wisdom's way, those who are leading by example must be instilled with wisdom ourselves. It says there is nothing to regret in exercising wisdom. In other words, utilizing wisdom. However, as life has taught us, there is much to regret in the non-use of wisdom, our fifth principle. Wisdom, as no other principle, can show growth and development. In this manner, wisdom is a unique principle that will give us the temperament, in other words, the personality / character to put all other principles into action. We know that wisdom gives us the ability to apply knowledge wisely, but not only does it gives us the ability to utilize knowledge wisely, it serves as the action point for all of our principles. It says wisdom indicates that the important point to keep in mind is not simply learning knowledge that can be used for our personal advantage, but rather let us discover how best can our present knowledge be contributed to our educational, economical, political, and social development. And that is key. By wisdom having its foundation in truth, it allows us to align ourselves with the educational, economical, political, and social development, which are our four initiatives. Initiative is doing something without being told to do it. Initiative is taking that first step. Initiative is that self-reliant enterprise. It says, therefore, the question is not only one of judgment in terms of how to be prosperous without living a negative lifestyle such as drugs, pimping, etc., but also a question of individual assessment. In other words, it takes us to examine self, take inventory of our lifestyles, take inventory of our actions, behaviors, and attitudes. In other words, how much, in what way am I contributing to the divine vision set forth by our leadership? And that is key. By wisdom having its foundation in truth, it will allow us to understand the divine visions of the leadership. That's the true essence of growth and development. Is living in the vision. It says wisdom demands that we take stock of our activities, look at them carefully, and ask ourselves, how can I contribute more to righteous endeavors? In other words, honorable enterprise, and less or not at all to those activities that are destructive and harmful to life. By wisdom having its foundation in truth. When we understand the new concept is a philosophy of lifestyle management based on organization. But the key to our success, brothers and sisters, is being unified and consolidated, being one mind, one body, one soul, having one mind, one aim, one purpose. Having that love factor, exercising the principle of love, because the blueprint lets us know that all other principles are secondary when it comes to our principle of love. But love must be the foundation. It's not only for us to teach growth and development, but we have to live growth and development. It says, when we begin to answer those questions with wisdom, all will benefit from our actions. In other words, our actions, behaviors, and attitudes, especially our youth. And the quality of life, our lifestyle, will become more socially accepted to society. See, the key to the true essence of growth and development is not only lining ourselves up with the teachings, but becoming accepted by society, becoming accepted by our communities, becoming accepted by our youth, because the youth is our future. Have you ever noticed how when a person speaks with wisdom, those who are listening will sit very quietly, more mouth wide open, as if hypnotized? That's how you recognize truth from falsehoods. That's how you recognize the real from the fake. That's how you recognize wolves in sheep's clothing when wisdom is spoken. Notice what it says. It says, those who are listening will sit very quietly, mouth wide, as if hypnotized. Why is this so? Because wisdom penetrates most mental barriers. In other words, wisdom penetrates our understanding. In other words, wisdom penetrates our love, life, loyalty, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Our comprehension, our mental makeup, our very mentality, our character, everything about us. However, The attitude that accompanies wisdom is designed to create some form of ego dominance, such as big I and little U's. In other words, ego dominance is simply pridefulness and arrogance. Whether it is designed to submit your personal desires as subordinate, in other words, supporting to the demands of this new direction. Submit to that which is our highest and best ideal, which is the concept and ideology of organization. Concept meaning idea, and ideology meaning the origin of ideas. It says, submit to that which is truly a divine vision for us all. The attitude of subordination. In other words, when we think about divine vision, having vision, insight, is a revelation. It says this: the attitude of subordination, in other words, increased opportunities for growth. The attitude of subordination to the vision allows us to have some sort of moral guidance that becomes internal and allows us to decide more quickly with a personal standard of judgment that which is appropriate for our purpose. By wisdom having its foundation in truth, our purpose will become more clear. Our knowledge, wisdom, and an understanding of the vision will become more clear. Because this is a change. Growth and development is about change from the inside out. A change in our thinking. So when we think about our foundation, which is truth, always remember that wisdom has its foundation in truth. Our 6 principles, our 6 universal laws of existence have their foundation in truth. Not in personal agenda. Not in greed, not in misleading the membership, but wisdom has its foundation in truth, brothers and sisters, and that is the most important thing that we should learn from our first principle. My name is Shantario, aka Brother Midnight. I hope we have learned something together. Let us continue to grow and develop with one another. And always remember, if it's not in the black and white, the black ink on white paper, if it's not rooted and grounded in the blueprint, stay away from it. Stay away from it. Love, honor, and respect to the leadership. Love, honor, and respect to the divine visions of the leadership. May the master of the vision be praised and honored. Love to you all.